Welcome to Geek English, the podcast where we translate text speak into everyday English. I'm your host, the Geek, and today we're diving into a topic that affects literally everyone who uses the internet. Passwords, managers, and passkeys. Oh my! Now, I know passwords aren't glamorous. Nobody wakes up excited to have to change one. But the truth is, they're the keys to your digital house. And here's the bad news. Most people are still using flimsy locks. Let's start with the hard truth. If your password is your pet's name, your birthday, or the word password with a capital P, you're basically leaving the front door wide open and typing a post-it note on it that says, "Come on in." Hackers don't have to be geniuses. They run scripts that try the most common passwords first. Things like 123456, QWERTY, or I love you. If your password is on that short list, it's a matter of seconds before someone breaks in. So what makes a good password? What's the fix? Well, a strong password should be kind of long, at least 8 to 12 characters. The longer, the better. It needs to be unique. So don't use the same password for your email as you do for your bank account. Change it across multiple sites. And it needs to be unpredictable. Mix letters and numbers and symbols together in ways that someone can't just guess. But here's the kicker. Expecting people to memorize dozens of random complex passwords is just unrealistic. Which brings us to the next tool in your digital toolbox. A password manager. Think of a password manager like a locked notebook that only you can open. But instead of remembering 50 different keys, you just have to remember one master password. Popular ones include 1Password, LastPass, Dashlane, and Bitwarden. Check the description for links to those sites. They'll generate long, complex passwords for each of your accounts and store them securely. That way, you're not tempted to recycle the same weak password across everything. Yes, you're putting a lot of trust in that one service, but here's the reality. A well-vetted password manager is far safer than scribbling things in a notebook or using fluffy 123 everywhere. Then there's two-factor authentication, the backup lock. So even with good passwords, break-ins happen. That's why two-factor authentication, or 2FA, matters. You've seen this. It's when a website asks you for a code sent to your phone or generated in an app, like Google Authenticator. It's the equivalent of needing both the house key and the alarm code to get in. If someone steals your password, they can't log in without that second factor. So if a service offers 2FA, two-factor authentication, turn it on. Yes, it's one more step, but it's a step that can save you from identity theft, which is a lot more expensive. Enter the passkey. Let's look forward. You'll hear more and more about passkeys. This is the new system that companies like Apple, Google, and Microsoft are pushing to replace passwords altogether. Here's how it works. Instead of you typing in a password, your device uses cryptography. Cryptography is the art of scrambling letters, numbers, and symbols together so that they become unreadable, to prove it's really you. It might rely on your fingerprint, a face scan, or a device pin, something that you already use every day on your phone. Passkeys are harder to steal because they're not stored in a giant database of passwords. They live on your device. And even if someone tricks you with a phishing email, you can't just type them in on a fake website. It's early days, but passkeys are really promising. They can mean fewer forgotten passwords and a lot less frustration in the long run. But what's the advice for right now? What should you do today before the password-free future arrives? 1. Stop reusing your passwords. It's the number one mistake people make. 2. Start using a password manager. Let it do the heavy lifting so you don't have to remember. Turn on two-factor authentication, especially for critical accounts like your email, your banking, and your cloud storage. And then keep an eye on Passkeys. If a site you use offers it, give it a try. It's safer and easier. So to wrap up, passwords aren't fun, but they're essential. They protect your money, your identity, and your privacy. Weak passwords make you an easy target, but strong habits, using managers, 2FA, and eventually passkeys, put you ahead of the game. So next time you're tempted to type fluffy123, just remember, your digital life deserves a better lock. This has been Geek to English. Thanks for listening to episode 3. Subscribe so you won't miss episode 4, where we'll talk about how to help friends and family with tech without losing your patience or your sanity.